The easiest way to create a folder in your monograms section of generations is to go in through your computer. So if you come down to the bottom where it says, search here, or you could click on, the folder icon or the My Computer icon. I'm going to do it this way. Once you type in like MyCom or My Computer, you see this PC app. Just go ahead and click on that, and it's going to open up to, what is attached to your computer. And yours is probably going to look so much different than mine. But what we're looking for is this Gateway C drive. Now there's two ways to do this. I could just double click here and it opens it up in this fashion, or I could come over to the side here and I could select that and use the little arrows to get to the drop down menu. Okay, since I'm already here and I double clicked, I'm going to go ahead and look for a folder called SuperTech. Now again, your screen may look different than mine. It may look similar to this. What you're looking for is something that says SuperTech. So let's double click on the SuperTech folder and then our generations folder. And then you're going to look for monogramming. And this is important. Don't just go to the background here. You need to go to monogramming first, double left click and open it, and there's the background folder. So I'm going to go ahead and double left click and open the background folder, and you can see I already have a folder named My Frames, but I'll go ahead and show you how to create a folder in case you ever need to add another one. What you're going to do is you can do this again a couple of different ways. One, you can right click and you should get this option that says New and Folder. Now if you came into this using this menu, you have to do this a little different. So I'll show you this way first, and we'll say New and Folder. And what you end up with is this. And sometimes, if you're in a hurry and you accidentally click, you end up with something that just says New Folder. Well, don't worry. If you do that before you name it, just right click on it and go to Rename. So I'm going to say My Frames 2. Okay, so now I have this folder, and I've got this in my monograms background. So you can see monograms and background. Okay, now if I came in through the menu here where I still have these little arrows, I'm going to go to the Gateway C drive, and then I'm going to go to the SuperTech drive and click on the little arrow, and then there's generations, and I'm going to click on the little arrow next to it, and then I'm going to go down to monogramming. And if you can't really see here, if you move your mouse over to this bar, you can stretch this out so you can see better. So there's monogramming, and when I click on the arrow next to monogramming, there's the background. Okay, now if I try to right click here and go to New, sometimes it'll let me do this depending on how I went into this. So I could create the new folder here, but a lot of times, let me get back over here. When I go here and I try to right click, as soon as I scroll down, this disappears. And it's because of coming in through here. So if in my background folder under monogramming, if I'm having trouble right clicking to create a folder here, come over to this listing on your menu and right click and say New Folder. And then it's going to allow me to create a new folder. So I'm going to say My Frames 3. Alright, now I've got these folders created. This one was done one way and this was done the other. Now I'm going to open up Generations. And if you had Generations open, please close it and reopen it. Otherwise you will not see the folders. They have to register. So I'm going to go into the monogramming. And if you look over here, you're going to see, there's the files that hold the different monogram frames, and you can see here's My Frames 3. I haven't put anything into it yet. My Frames 2, the one that we created as well today, and then there's My Frames. So that's how you would create a folder in your generations monogramming section of the program.